Hi, and welcome back. In this video, I want to talk about what's the car been like in cold weather, the range. I got it in mid-December, so I've seen like 20s, 30s. We had that very cold week in January of like -15 for a few days, 0 degrees in the teens. And then most recently, it's gone up to like mid-60s, high 60s. So yeah, range, I guess I should give it in like kilowatts. Um, I'm still new to this, but like, let's say it's like 20, 30 degrees. I would get about 1 kilowatt would get me about 33 to 4 miles, probably about 4 miles on average. When it was like -15, -10, let's say below 20, like -15 to 20 degrees Fahrenheit, I probably got 1 kilowatt, got me about 3 miles, 2 to 3, maybe 2 miles in -15 degree weather. I didn't really drive that much in -15. It was mostly during the day in 10 degrees, and I'd say it's about 1 kilowatt was equal to about 3 miles per kilowatt. 20, maybe 25 to like 50, let's say 25 degrees to 50 degrees. I'd get 1 kilowatt would equal about 4 miles in my Model 3. And then above 50 degrees, maybe 55, 60, I found to get like 1 kilowatt getting almost like 5 miles, maybe even almost 6 miles. I'm not sure. It's been about, I'd say about 5 miles. So it's been really, really good. Yeah, I was charging more in that extreme cold weather when it was -15, -0 degrees, 10 degrees, 15 degrees that week. I was charging, I, what, I guess I should give range like 20 to 80. I was following the 80 to 20 rule. If I went from 80% to 20%, I probably got about 100 to 130 miles between mix of city and street driving, which wasn't bad. I was charging about once every 3 days. But outside of that, I charge about twice a week. And that's good for me. I drive quite a bit for work. I'm a photographer, but yeah, 2 days a week or 2 times a week with a supercharger, and I'm good. It's actually been really nice seeing it get above 50, 60 degrees and seeing how good the range is. But again, in the cold weather, yeah, you just charge more. It's not a big deal, not an issue. Before I bought the car, I had people on forums telling me, because I live in a condo, not to buy the car, that I would hate charging a Tesla supercharger that frequently and in that cold. But yeah, I don't mind it at all. It's super easy. I go to superchargers that are next to Myers and stuff like that. I just walk in, grab a soda or something, and yeah, I don't mind charging. Charging's really, really cheap. To do 20 to 80% costs me about $12 to $14, 27 cents to 31 cents a kilowatt hour. There's some free destination chargers, which are nice, but they're level 2 and they're much, much slower. But if you stay at a hotel or something like that, I do that. Uh, but yeah, no, I would buy this car again, even if, well, I don't know if I lived somewhere that would have months and months of -10 degree weather, but even if it did, you would just charge it more. Um, but uh, but yeah, it's been fine in cold weather. A little bit more frequent charging, but other than that, it's good. I'm great with it. I like the car a lot, and yeah, I wouldn't get anything else. I couldn't imagine what it's like on the Electrify America network or EVgo. You just see so many of those down in videos, like 50% of them down, and they don't even have that many. Like a Tesla supercharger has 8, 16, 24 superchargers, and pretty much all of them are working. All 16 chargers are working. All 8 chargers are working. Maybe one might be down, but that's pretty rare. I maybe see that once a month. And if I went to an Electrify America, they only have 4 chargers. They should at least install 8 chargers minimum, especially if 50% of them's going to be down. That's terrible. I mean, like, most have 4, so you got 2, and then if there are people already charging it, it's going to take a while. And if they have like a Bolt or something that charges slower, that's only charges at 50 kilowatts an hour. That's its peak, so it could be there for an hour or two, and that would be rough. Yeah, yeah. I guess if I had a CCS car, um, yeah, that's the reason why I didn't get that, from all the stories and what it was going to be like. And since I'm so heavily dependent on public chargers, I did not want to be sitting for like half an hour, 2 hours, or even get to a station and none of them work. That would suck. That would be terrible. So yeah, that's kind of why I went with my Tesla, and it's been amazing. It's such a great experience. It's so easy. Um, yeah, I mean Teslas are great. The Hyundais I drove were really cool. I bet the BMWs, Mercedes, Porsches. Yeah, the Porsche would be fun to drive. The sedan. It's kind of similar to my Model 3, I think. A little bit bigger, a little more power, a little more range, probably more similar to the Model S, but that would be a fun car to drive. But yeah, no, love this car, recommend it. If you want a really, really fast car that's fun to drive and so easy, it's just like, it's incredible. It's truly amazing. And if you love power, this is the car to get. All right, cool. Thanks, guys.